Hello everyone, today I'm going to be returning to the dark fantasy world of Symbaroum from Free League and another collaboration with Steamforged Games as I check out the corrupted Colossus. Okay, another epic encounter within the ruins of Symbaroum from Free League and Steamforged Games. This is the corrupted Coloss. And if I flip it over, you get in the box tokens, a game mat, the corrupted Coloss, and the booklet for playing the adventure out. So no glue required. He is good to go as is. And if I open it, we can see paperwork. So we have our A5 book. We have a sheet of tokens. We have our playmat, and we have our corrupted Coloss itself. Okay, starting with our playmat then. It is single-sided, so the obverse is just black. 18 by 17. Sorry, 24 by 17 inches. And it has this swampy, dark bogland type of feel to it. So you can see marshy streams running through. Everything's a bit grim. There is a cave set off to one side. We also get in the box a set of tokens. So 25mm round tokens, 5 goblins, 4 elf, 5 barbarian, and a and they are replacements, or they are replaceable rather, by the figures from the Gem in the Barrows box. So if you have that, you can use these tokens. If you're just picking this up, then the tokens will do the same job. That is probably the gem that you find in the Barrow. The A5 book for the corrupted Coloss. I keep calling it a Colossus and I shouldn't. 22-page booklet. Actually, I think it's 26. Your bestiary starts at 22. Starts off with what's in the box, your adventure overview, combat dashboard, the Coloss abilities and surprises, cinematic moments, and the like. I won't go through it all in case you are running this and your players want to experience it firsthand. You get a bit of a breakdown about what's going on and how to rescale it for different levels of groups. It is absolutely beautiful throughout. Stunning pictures here, there and everywhere. And your bestiary at the end includes the mooks from the Gem in the Barrows box, your goblin, your elf of spring, and the barbarian warriors. So they return for more fun and games. Like the Gem in the Barrows, if you are not playing this with 5e, if you're playing the original Symbaroum rules from Free League, there is a downloadable PDF that you can convert via the medium of a QR code in the booklet. So that's important to note. Okay, miniature-wise, I don't think the word miniature is really appropriate. Bigature, perhaps. Base is 100mm, and the creature itself is, what's that, almost 120 to the top of the little branches. If they are eyes and not just knotholes, around 80mm to knothole eye level. Two-tone plastic, which is quite nice. So the base has got the sculpted stuff in a different colour. So again, if you're not painting, you're good to go. Absolutely brutal looking elemental creature. And a ton of textures on it as well. From vines and creepers to little, possibly fungi bits growing up the bark. And then leaves creeping out here, there and everywhere. So if you are a painter, you're going to have a lot of fun with it, and should be relatively quick to do with washes, inks, dry brushes, that sort of thing. The only issue may be getting in underneath, because I don't think I would want to be taking this off the base. It is a hard plastic with a softer plastic, so these parts are relatively rigid, and then some of these other parts that have been glued are a bit rubbery, which means they are protected somewhat from mishandling. But I assume it's been super glued down. So if you are looking to take it off to paint the bits individually, you could try putting it in the freezer. Sometimes that helps weaken the super glue. If you do so and it doesn't work, don't blame me. But it's an absolute brute. And I particularly like how it's stumping forward on 4 limbs, as opposed to a lot of the other tree elementals you see in fantasy games and fiction, which tend to walk around like ants. This has a much more animalistic feel, as if somebody has tried to recreate a stag in oak form. So yeah, the Coloss will be an interesting encounter for your players to deal with, and they may even get stomped by that. So it'll be a whole host of fun for everybody who's the GM, and possibly for the players as well. So there we go, folks. A colossal miniature, pun very much intended, and absolutely beautiful sculpt once again from the guys at Steamforged. Combining that with a really fun narrative adventure that they've put together for a sort of that titanic boss fight that you would expect at the end of a campaign. You can supplement it by picking up the gem in the barrow that I looked at previously, and then those figures can also be used in some of the scenarios in this, so you get a more bang for your buck when you combine them, but they can both be easily ran separately as well, depending on what you're doing with your grip. Let me know what you think below of Symbaroum, and if you've played about in that dark, fantastical world, and what you think of it. Until next time, bye-bye.
Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe, and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.